All right, so I am putting together packages for clients and things like that, and I have to drop off a spell working later this afternoon for another client. And something got me thinking while I was doing this. I would like to give credit where credit is due, right? For those individuals who put in the time to do the shadow work, the healing, right? And I always present it as this, right? When we do these types of healing things. Say you're a house, right? You're a house. You build your house on your foundations, right? Which is your shadow work, your self-love, and all that, right? But then, say we do reconstruction inside of our house, which is totally fine. Everybody does it, right? But then we think we're stable, we're good, right? And then we walk outside and everything just re-triggers us, okay? That means that we're only doing half of the true work that needs to be done. All right? Now, when we get triggered like this, I've seen it in multiple clients, and they like to talk about avoidance a lot. And I mean a lot. And they project, and I like to use the word mirroring instead, onto the opposite love interest or whomever, right, is involved in their situationship dynamic or whatever. Majority of the time, when someone sits there and says, this person isn't avoidant, this person isn't avoidant, right? No, it's you. And this is what some people don't seem to realize. We project a lot of the things out from ourselves that we struggle with onto other people. Okay? And I'm not saying that this is true for every case, but a majority, I'm saying a majority of people believe that a lot of the issues around them are caused by others. When a majority of the time, it is you doing it to yourself. And that's why when I made this post this morning, I felt like I needed to do it without a filter, to be raw and real for people to understand this. Because we can sit here and say, this person's an avoidant, he does this, he does that, right? But he never comes in and he just watches post after post after post. When you do particular workings, they may not present to you in the fantasized way of Delulu that we believe they're going to come in for us. Okay? We cannot control how another person truly comes forward. This is why I say, even if we do a healing situation or whatever, right? Most healing situations will not fully work. They are literally a coin toss. Unless that individual themselves come forward and says, do this particular healing work for me. Okay? I keep dealing with this a lot. So, when I sit here and tell you the truth, you cannot get mad at me because you are literally coming to me and asking me to tell you the truth of the rawness of your healing situation and what you're working with and what you're facing. I understand that some people are not always ready to hear it right away and think that they want to hear it, but truly they don't. They just want to continue to be lied to. And that's not my job. My job is not to lie to you. It is to tell you the truth of what I see. Because the majority of the time, we're right here, right? And then we're in a circle. And we're in our circle bubble where we're safe. And we believe that we see this. This is why I also say when we look in the mirror, right? We see our own flaws. Where, for example, when I look in the mirror for myself, I see my scars from my past. I see that my eyebrows aren't done. I see that my hair isn't taken care of correctly. I see having these issues with my teeth or my nose or whatever. Do you see what I mean? But the other person does not see that. This is one of those very raw and real posts to tell people you cannot project your insecurities and things like that onto others. Because like I was saying earlier, right? When we do particular workings, let's say, for example, a love spell or something like that, and this person comes forward and says whatever to us, but because it was not how we fantasized it, right? We reject it and run away, even though we were literally being given what we asked for. Don't fantasize when you do certain workings, because they do not come to fruition that way. This is reality, okay? Let's be honest, this is reality. So when things come in and we do particular workings, we have to just be aware that they're going to come in, not in the way sometimes they'll present themselves, not in the way that we delusionally and fantasize to believe they'll come in. Please remember this, okay? And when you do go step back outside of your house and you get triggered, it just means you have to do more work on yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I will also add this. Jumping around from practitioner to practitioner will not help you. It will only make it worse for you. The point is to heal, continue to fill your cup, seek therapy if needed, and to progress forward along your path.